Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the ninth and final video in the Technical Testers tutorials. This one's going to be about organizing. So, organizing is probably the most important thing about all of this. The reason we're doing it is to get more organized. And the page that I'm going to be showing you guys next definitely, I think, helps keep you organized. And if you get out of organization, meaning the things in the database don't represent accurately what the real world does, this tool will actually help you get back to that point so Stor.Guru can continue being a first point of lookup for you guys for your stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're coming back to our item again, our office supplies box, and we can see here that there is actually when you go down, there is some contents actually in the item already. And if we take the lid off here, I've actually placed some of the stuff inside the box, and those are represented also in the database, which you can see. What we're going to do is actually remove some of these things from the contents section, and we can do this by pressing the X on each of the items that we'd like to remove. We're just going to go ahead and clear them for now. You can actually see them kind of jostle back and forth. That's it actually updating in real time, and those updates actually go across a lot of the other, actually every other device on the account. Simultaneously, which is pretty cool. So the next page I'm going to show you is the organizing page, and you can see it's the second tab here when you press the menu under the inventory section. Cool. Okay, so again, the scanner settings, they should be better. They will be redone in the next video, but right now we'll actually go through and set them up again. And change the zoom, make it continuous. Okay, great. All right, so I am going to actually take everything out of the box and place it here on the desk in front of me. I've got the pens, the highlighters, the ruler, the pencils, and yeah, just those four. So what I'm going to do now is, it says scan an item to begin updating its contents, and you can kind of see that dark highlighted section at the top of the page. What we're going to be doing is sort of creating a sandwich, if that makes sense. And so the layers, the bread is going to be the container at which all of the items go into it, the ham, the salami, the bologna, or whatever. So So what we're going to do is, first it says scan an item to update its contents. So we're going to use this, actually, the newer QR code on the box that we just added, and we are going to scan that guy. And that should be set up as our container. One second. Okay, for some reason, he's not happy with those. Gonna refresh the page. That usually works most of the time. Again, this is a beta product, so we are trying our best here. Okay, cool. All right, just needed a little refresh. All right, so we got the office supplies to be our container. To scan more items to place inside, or scan the container again to finish updating. So we can see here at the top and bottom, we sort of have the item that we are using as the contents. We have an X and a check mark. So the X will actually cancel your update that you've done. Maybe you scanned something wrong that you didn't want to scan. You wanted to update the contents of a different item. And the check, contrary to the X, will actually finish and close whatever you have scanned into that item. So moving down a little bit, we see this also here at the bottom, and what we're going to do now is take something like these pens. We're going to scan the pens, and we can see that it now has an entry, pens, in the sandwich. So this, you can think of it as the lettuce or the cheese or something. So the pens now are being updated in the shoebox's contents. So we can actually, again, press this X if we didn't mean to scan that, so that now nothing will be added during this update. But let's go ahead and scan it again. And then we'll scan the shoebox once more. And okay, it says success. We have actually successfully added the pens to the shoebox office supply container. And we can see that if we pop open the organize log, we can see that we have the top and the bottom is the bread, which is the office supply shoebox, and inside of it we've added the pens, which is kind of cool. And we can kind of open and close that here. This is the organized log that I'm looking at, and this will tell you what has basically happened. We can close that by pressing the little eye icon. Also, you can see that there's a scan log, which I haven't talked about previously, but the scan log is good to open up to see actually what value you've scanned with the scanners, and sometimes it'll give you a help message saying what you need to do next, especially with the organized page. So yeah, so I guess we can now actually take these pens, and since they're represented in the database, we'll pop them in the box. Next, let's actually try and go and update more things. I just scanned the office supplies again. We'll put the highlighters in there, and we'll get the ruler out. We'll pop the ruler in as well. Cool. All right, so now the ruler and the highlighter go in the box. We can see that they are ready to be updated here. And instead of scanning it again, scanning the container, which is the office supply shoebox, I'm going to press one of the check marks to signify that I am ready to finish this update. Okay, it says success message, and we have actually updated the old Sperry shoebox to contain all 3 of these items now. And we can see the new ones that we've added are the ruler and the highlighter. So yeah, that's great. That is probably the main way to go about organizing your items. It's going to be faster than maybe using one of the scanners on the item page, either the item path updater or the item contents updater. Just because you can just have the scanner open, continuously scan the container and what's inside of it. Meaning you open a box, you scan the box, open the box, scan everything inside of the box, and then scan the box again. And then that everything will be represented in your database correctly, which is great. Just to show you maybe one more thing is if we go to the shoebox, I actually just pressed the shoebox item card inside the organized log, and it takes me to the actual item page for the shoebox, and I'm just going to manually update the contents just to show you that you can also do it this way. So these pencils here, I'm going to take it and give me a second. I think I might need to reopen and close this guy. Yeah, there we go. Cool. It's scanned. You can see by the green border, and then we see the pencils now also added to the item, which is great. So basically we have everything we need to in this office supplies box for now. We can shut the lid and then potentially go scan the box into a shelf or a room or a drawer or anywhere else you would like to put this actual box, and then you could update this box's parents, the parent of it, instead of it being just a top level item, so that you can then even better locate all your office supplies in the future. So yeah, appreciate everybody for joining the series so far. I believe that there's going to be a few more videos kind of breaking down some of the specific things for technical testers that we'd like them to do, and also some informational things about how we store data in Stor.Guru, and also we are... Shoot, there's one more thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Tips. Tips and best tricks for actually using the system. I think I just through the series we've kind of showed you the basics of it, the bare bones of what we want, what Store.Guru is capable of. But there's definitely some creative ideas that we've figured out along the way that will help you guys in the organizing test, because we understand it's a big one. It takes a lot of time, but in the end, having a digital representation of the real world at your fingertips really sets you up for success when trying to locate items and get yourself organized, trying to achieve organizational zen. So thank you guys. All right, I will see you in the next one.